I've been talking for an hour and I haven't even gotten to the survey. Wow. Let's see. With our members behind us, we sound the alarm when our freedoms are put in jeopardy, and we work relentlessly to protect the rights and liberties. I still can't believe on their history, the Nazi thing. Dude, I'm screen capping this because no, I have screen caps, bitch, and if you think corrupting Facebook and taking it off Facebook or corrupting YouTube and taking it off YouTube is gonna fucking save you, if you don't think I have a fucking external hard drive that's not connected to an internet source with every fucking documented thing I've ever fucking hoarded out everywhere, you are fucking mistaken, my friend. Good fucking luck. Electronics don't even like me. You're not gonna get mine to work for you either. Yeah. At least if I don't feel bad anymore about actually wasting excessive amounts of time on my videos. I'm giving you something to actually kill all that extra time you have, so you can maybe watch something else besides some mind-numbing Netflix. I mean, even if you watch this and you hate everything I say and you hate me and you sit there and scream back at your TV and argue, or your device, you're actually engaging different kinds of mechanics in your brain and challenging your actual cognitive processes to improve brain function. You're welcome. You're welcome. With our members behind us, we sound the alarm when our freedoms are put in jeopardy, and we work relentlessly to protect the rights and liberties we cherish whenever and wherever they are put at risk. Right. Right now, the ACLU organizers online and on the ground are building up people power. That's in bold. Building up people power. Our massive new grassroots mobilization effort. ACLU legal teams featuring some of the brightest legal minds in the country are, and this is in bold, pursuing smart litigation strategies for defending freedom of speech, religious liberty, reproduction rights, and other essential freedoms. Essential freedoms. What are those essential freedoms? Our advocates working in Congress and in 53 state offices around the country are monitoring bills being introduced, building alliances, creating legislative roadmaps to block dangerous proposals. Which, by the way, there's actually an app for that. It's called Congress. You can download it, and you actually get notified for every single resolution. That's when they bring up, like, hey guys, this might be a good idea in Congress or the House. And then you actually get to see who votes on it. And they warn you ahead of time that it's on the agenda when they actually do go to vote on it. And then you can see all the actual, elected representatives that vote on it or are favoring the resolution. And then you click on their fucking name and it shows their fucking voicemail office number in Congress for you to call them and tell them how much of a fucking piece of shit they are for fucking, insinuating that they want to vote for that. So, you don't need the ACLU's fucking grassroots monitoring to do that. You could do it yourself. But you're too fucking busy bitching on Twitter, fucking sharing GIFs, telling people that they're wrong or trolling what the fuck ever, and having a fucking bitch fit about your new Netflix series and you just watched all of it in one sitting because you have no fucking life to actually go out and look into anything. All of you guys bitch about apps, and you're like, apps this, apps that, apps this. And there's no fucking excuse that you don't have any storage space on your phone anymore, because Windows 10, the glorious piece of shit software that it is, has a feature that you can add fucking apps on it, and I fucking hate it, and that's why it's probably shitty as hell. So you can download it on your computer. Imagine that. Yeah. Building alliances, right. And creating legislative roadmaps to block dangerous proposals. There are just a few examples of the work the ACLU members make possible every day in response to the ever-present attacks on people's fundamental freedoms. And our work has never been more essential or more urgent than it is right now. Wow, you sound exactly like Trump trying to, Trump's text messages. But, Trump also doesn't sit there and say that he's like some sort of saint or advocate or something. Like, I get the Trump texts where he's just like, do you see this fake news crap that they've just said? I was like, look at this shit. And it's like, voice your, your actual opinion. And he doesn't actually even write it like that. I don't even know where my phone is, or I would find it. That could be a part 2 if somebody wants it. And Trump did that too. And he did that to ask for donations as well. So of course, I'm sure that once I get towards the bottom of this little part, that them saying that that they're working really hard every day is justification as to why you should feel pressured to fucking donate to them. This is why it's so crucial for you to immediately take 2 steps. First, complete the enclosed survey. By answering a few short questions, your responses will be critical in helping shape the efforts to protect and defend individual liberty. Second, send your completed survey back to the ACLU with generous donation. That will make you the newest card-carrying member of the nation's leading civil liberties organization. Okay, I'm going to ask all my Facebook friends if they support the ACLU. Or I should actually just go and onto the ACLU's page on Facebook, and it'll show me the entire list of people that like this page. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. Dude. I'm the worst person to fucking find information. You guys should all be running scared under your rocks. Oh, but you're already there, so that's why you didn't even see anything that I did. That's funny. Ooh, I have 29 friends that like this page. How many of them are not going to be my friends soon? Let's find out. 30. 30 of your friends like this page. Let me see. See all. Boo, you don't like the ACLU? What is wrong with you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Also, I appreciate what they did for Charlottesville yesterday, but I suspect that might have been more shifty.
I'm just being a fucking smartass. Holly Turner, Alexis Like, Don Van Brocklin, Gannon Bender, Carolyn Demick, Demetrius Bagley. That's one of the guys who is friends with the people who called me a racist. Matt Jordan, Sharon Johnson, Frederick Young, Peggy Stoneberger, the lady who runs Golf Pride, Musla Mayhem, Adam Walker, Loki Fresnan, Ethan, Tony Dickey. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, I should have known already. Phoenix Doug Carter. Oh, the guy who called me racist. Michael Dillon. Hey, he's on the Trump campaign. He actually supports the ACLU. This because Trump's not racist, dipshits. Jason Starling, Latrina Baxton, Jared Graves, Samantha Dillon, Sonia Colloon, Denny Sargent, Carolyn Prescott, Robert Lever. Is he's still on my fucking friends list? Wow, I thought I pissed that guy off and he deleted me a long time ago. Leah Holt, Jamie Lawrence, Sarah Navarro, Cameron O'Berry, and Jamie Strange. You guys all support Nazis too, right? All my friends? I mean, if we're all in this together, just, there you go. Nah. I support civil liberties too, and freedom also. But that's why I just run my mouth and say whatever the fuck I want to, despite anything. And even to the point where I've continued to run my mouth, and some of the people who were anti-Trumpers, I guess you'd say, that tried to chase me down outside of the Wenatchee Walmart one time, because I had a handmade shirt that said Trump, and it said bring back the Pluto revolution, which is supposed to be insinuating that he's attempting to bring everything back to the way it was before there was a police state and a very heavy federal presence, which would make sure that there's all kinds of rights and freedoms available for everybody to do whatever the fuck they want, like Wild West status.
Well, it's just Trump called people state.
But yeah, so I was followed out because I totally forgot that that's the shirt I was wearing. I just threw on a tank top to go to the store. And dumb me, because I have big boobs and I hate the whole guys using excuses to read your shirt with the writing on the front. So naturally I write stuff on the back. I totally didn't think that through. Didn't actually think that it would be that huge of a deal. Nor did I think that 5 giant fucking Mexican dudes would then stalk me, follow me outside, yelling at me, and actually start to walk, like, not run, but I walk pretty fast, and I was intentionally walking a little faster when I started hearing them say, Trump what? And then I realized what shirt I was wearing. I was like, fuck. And then I started walking a little faster than I usually do, which is almost like, power walking for most people. And they were keeping up with me. And then I made the mistake of leaving my firearm in the car for really quick, because I was just going to be really quick. I mean, what's going to happen? I was just going into Walmart for fucking cat food. That was it. Like, yeah. And I went to my car and then rushed out, pulled my gun out and fucking pointed it at them. Then they stopped, backed away, continued to call me fucking racist. And they'll fucking hunt me down later, and they left. Yeah. Yeah. How about that? How about that, ACLU? I haven't fucking done shit. Yeah. I would love... I'll include a little extra letter in that and tell them my story about that. Go ahead and tell me what the fuck they're doing for gun rights, since that was the only thing that saved my ass that day. Yeah. Civil liberties? Pretty sure the fucking Second Amendment has something to do with bearing arms, right? Don't happen to see that that's sort of something that they seem to promote. They apparently are selecting parts of the Constitution and not actually defending all of it. Fuck you, ACLU.
About a recent thing from ACLU. Restricting any group or individual speech jeopardizes everyone's right. The same laws used to silence bigots can be used to silence you. You guys are on serious cognitive dissonance right now, guys.
Why the same kind of things would be to silence you? That narrative should never come from somebody who says that they're an advocate for people having rights to say whatever the fuck they want.
No, that's what they're saying, is not to just try to suppress hate speech, which doesn't even have a clear definition. It's not an illegal thing.
Yeah.
Just it hurts your feelings, doesn't make it illegal.
Yeah, me actually pointing out that, the essence of medieval astrology actually designated gender associations because of the kind of theology it comes from. With some of the planets, somebody called me homophobic. And they said that it was hate speech. Actually, there's a chick named, a very, very delusional, mentally deranged person called Ray Wolf, which she's the daughter of that one wolf guy, Jeffrey Wolf Green. The crazy guy who thinks that he knows what Pluto's all about, and he's just projecting his Pluto Leo all over the place. Remember that? The 70s looking fucking YouTube video that's like an hour long, and he doesn't fucking say a damn thing.
Okay.
And he thinks Saturn is Pluto, pretty much. Yeah. That's his daughter.
Okay, so the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah. So I listened to his video for like 30-40 minutes, and I'm like, he doesn't fucking know the theology at all. Then his, notorious, brought into the family's fucking profession daughter sits there and not only mocks my video that's the gender associations in astrology, says that I'm completely fucking wrong, even though I took it right from fucking Socrates.
I guess the classical alchemy is wrong too.
Yeah, but she doesn't know anything to what I was actually referencing. The fact that her father doesn't actually understand the symbolism too just reinforces the vicious cycle of dumb shit. Dumb shit. Dumb shit. Woo! Today, threats to our personal freedoms come from many different quarters. But the defense of those essential freedoms can only be from one place, you and me. And my fucking gun. Thank you. You put the gun in there too. Yeah.
You ain't got rights, you ain't got a gun.
Only through the collective refusal of people all across the nation to let our constitutional rights be infringed upon and constricted can we protect our freedoms and enshrined in our Constitution. And bringing people together to fight for their rights is what the ACLU is all about. Please stand with us by returning your completed ACLU survey and by accepting the invitation to become an ACLU member with generous donation of $25, $35, $50 or more. ACLU members is made up of people of all ages, from all walks of life, across the political spectrum. But we have some things in common. We all know the kind of country we want to live in, the values that matter to us. Do you? Because I'm pretty sure you're confused about your values. Yeah. And we understand that when it comes to defending freedom, it's really up to us. Hope you agree. I hope you agree. And if you do, I urge you to act right now by returning your survey and membership acceptance. You belong on our side and we need you.
That reminds me of the pushy salesman shit I was taught when I was doing sales canvassing.
That's like when the Ethers told me, like, on the Lemira night, and they were trying to possess me and, like, come into my face, saying we need her. I'm like, nope.
Where you basically, you pretend you're, like, trying to make somebody decide on their own, but you're feeding them the entire narrative, and they're pushing it into them.
That's
There's
the whole,
nothing else besides that.
that's the whole fucking point of why I'm making this. Besides the fact that my survey will be shredded. Okay, so here's the actual survey. Let's get to the survey now. Wow, we're an hour and 17 minutes in. Dear Miss blah blah blah, together we have to keep working tirelessly to defend the core values of our democracy and the fundamental freedoms that define America. That's why all across the country we're asking individuals like you, who didn't vote for Trump, to lend their voices, opinions, and support. We'd like to ask you to represent Washington in this critical survey. Your answers will be held in strict confidence and will be tabulated with those of others respondents to form an aggregate of opinions. When you've completed the survey, please return the entire form in its postage-paid envelope provided. Thank you. Part 1. Defending freedom in Washington. Let's start close to home by asking you a few questions about the condition of civil liberties in your home state. Okay. How concerned are you that the weeks and months ahead will see serious setbacks for civil liberties in Washington? What civil... Okay, so hold on. Hold on a second. Civil liberties risk in Washington State 2017. First thing that comes up is Civil Liberties Violations USA Human Rights Violation Exhibit. Free speech, ACLU of Washington. State Supreme Court overturns anti-panhandling law on July 25th, 2017. American Civil Liberties Union of Washington and ACLU Foundation. The next result is ACLU of Washington's Facebook page. The next result is LA Times. Justice Department watchdog finds DEA cash seizure program. Okay. News, Northwest Justice Project. Civil, legal, and aid funding at risk. Washington Governor's Office. Okay. World Report 2017, United States Human Rights Watch. That's with the hrhumanrightswatch.org. Then the next result says fake news alert. Bloggers claim protesters can now be labeled as terrorists. That's politicalfact.com. And then ACLU topical coverage at the Spokesman Review. American Civil Liberties Union of Washington is suing the state's Office of Public Defense in effort to get the state to do more to warn Yakima about the homeless policy. Okay. Then the next one is the ACLU.org affiliate / Washington. And then the next one is Washington Post, where are co-ops most likely to occur in 2017? Wow. And then the next one is the Slate.com, Republicans complaining about surveillance are ignoring civil liberties. Wow. And that's talking about Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., not Washington State. So how concerned are you that the weeks and months ahead will see serious setbacks for civil liberties in Washington? I'll even go to the second Google page. Give the benefit of the doubt. Fox News. DeHorowitz Mueller's special counseling appointments begs the question. So I will be standing up for civil liberties during this duration. Oh, see, look, an individual fucking saying he's standing up for civil liberties because he's a fucking civilian and he believes in fucking liberty. Wow. That's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. In fact, specifically in recent times, the police here in Wenatchee actually shot a man that was innocent and tried to claim that he was a threat. it's been proven through Facebook Live videos, as well as his autopsy of him being fucking shot at point blank range 3 times fatally, and that he didn't have a fucking knife, and that the cop in question is on administrative leave, and he was directed to delete his Facebook and all of his social media history, and they actually tried to get the Wenatchee World local newspaper to conceal his identity, just like the Spokane and the Seattle News did. And unfortunately, the Wenatchee World paper actually survives on the actual people that live in Wenatchee wanting the fucking paper. The fact that they've been begging people to actually take copies of it for free at the Dollar Tree and at Walmart, whenever they can, they try to force it on you. I even lie to them and tell them I have a subscription because they won't fucking leave me alone. They're just trying to give me a free fucking paper that they normally make people pay for. And I have to tell them I already have one to get them to stop fucking trying to persuade me to take it. They're on their last leg, clearly enough. And when this happened, actually, I was contacted because obviously I fucking stand up for people. And then I happened to meet another person who's similar to me, and I did a vlog about that. He is a local, born and raised. He knew the person as well, briefly. I didn't really know them. And so I did a chart, confirmed what actually was going on, and we organized a protest, but then the police were actually going to come out and try to shut it down because we didn't have a permit. It would have been the fucking Charlottesville thing.
Only they had a permit.
Yeah. So what we decided to do is my friend actually did it more or less, but I was there ready to go be a bitch and start shit. I'm perfect at that with him. He went and intimidated the Wenatchee World and talked to one of the columnist reporters and continued to interrogate them and call their office until 2.5 fucking weeks later, they actually released the name of the officer involved, and they actually fucking, refuted how they tried to say that Matt Folden was a dangerous individual and he deserved to die. Yeah. And funny enough, just the other day, apparently, the Wenatchee World voluntarily on their own threw another cop for East Wenatchee under the bus for, basically abusing his police authority. And
using police equipment for his own ends and
yeah.
stealing.
And now they're starting to get it. They've seen some sort of increase in loyalty to their fucking paper because they're serving the fucking public. That's what people who fight for civil liberties do. Matt Folden, unfortunately, is dead. But now, we're going to use his fucking death as the catalyst to make sure that we get that fucking police officer convicted, sentenced, not getting off like normal police officers do. Especially since he actually caused a complete, total crash of his cruiser, I think last year, when he did an illegal U-turn on the highway too. And he caused a huge accident with a car full of kids and the parents. Yeah, that was swept under the rug too. Just like they're trying to sweep under the rug that he fucking shot somebody in the chest with hollow points at point blank range when he didn't even have anything. That's what you do. You don't actually delegate some sort of large organization that's in fucking New York to speak for you in Washington State. You go speak for your fucking self. And as a matter of fact, anybody who wants to counteract maybe the local news broadcasting, everybody has technology now. We have the accessibility. Mark Dice, of all people on YouTube, pretends like he has a microphone and pretends like he's actually interviewing people and people believe him. People could easily promote their own website, like all the people that are getting demonetized on YouTube, the underground news. We could easily make our own fucking website geared specifically for all the people that are actually being censored, and we can own that actual fucking server space if we pay into it and actually have it there. Because removing content off of a free website that is basically, supported by some other organization, they have the right to take things off or not, because you don't actually pay for a contractual agreement of the service. Just like you don't have a contractual agreement with the ACLU when you give them a donation to actually follow through with what they're insinuating that they fucking do. That's a problem. The ACLU, of all people with all their lawyers and counsels, fucking know how to enforce or to get around things of that sort. So how concerned am I? Well, I mean, Actually, I'm very concerned, as a matter of fact, because the majority of all the voters are in Seattle and Puget Sound are fucking retarded Antifa people or people like this. I'm concerned. I'm also concerned because I'm pretty sure the ACLU doesn't like guns, or the majority of the people that support it are against gun rights, and I'm a gun owner, and come try to take my gun from me. Come try. Yeah. And if people want to guess how many I have, I'll go to my buddy's house where I know he's got an entire fucking house full of them. And I'll just hang out over there. And you can count how many fucking guns there are like jelly beans in the jar over there. Let's see how fun that is. Okay. Generally speaking, do you think that the strength or vibrancy of civil liberties protections in Washington are better than in most of the country, about the same as the rest of the country, or worse shape than in most of the country? Okay. I guess I'm going to go with about the same because I think they're full of shit. And thinking in more personal terms. I wish I could highlight on this, but I have to send this back to them. And thinking in more personal terms, how concerned are you with the efforts by President Trump and others to undermine our civil liberties are directly impacting you and your family? Not concerned at all. At all. Because he's not doing fucking shit. In fact, he's just focusing on the one thing that he knows best. Budgeting. The budget. That's been something all the fucking presidents have lacked. All of them. Because they've been sucking on the fucking federal teat for a long time. Just like Bernie Sanders has been, you know, in the legislative Congress or whatever for 30-something plus years. And he has no concept of fucking money. That's why he was insinuating that college should be free. Because he doesn't fucking understand what it's like to actually earn and work for shit. And so the delusional people that are the millennials in my generation, unfortunately I'm a part of that, that continue to suck on the teat of everything, food stamps, whatever else, that don't understand the concept of actually budgeting and buying smart, and will just go buy what the fuck ever, energy drinks or whatever they want. They think that the college thing should be free too, because they don't fucking understand what it's like to actually have to put yourself through school and support yourself, and barely get sleep and be able to do both. And even some parents of those kids not only got married or were dumb enough to actually reprocreate unwantingly or, you know, unintentionally before they decided to go to college, and they're going home to a crying baby for the 2 or 3 hours of fucking sleep they got to take care of your ass so they can go to work the next day and get their fucking homework done for their class. Yeah. But you want everything for free, so you can continue to sit and watch Netflix. Okay. Please indicate how concerned you are about each of the following threats to our fundamental freedoms. Your issue priorities. Baseless claims about voter fraud. Baseless claims. You mean, during the election last year when there was Mercury retrograde actually going on during the election, funny enough, where some of the actual voting machines in Pennsylvania didn't freeze up, but were glitching, and then for whatever reason, the only candidate that you could pick, besides filling another name in, was Hillary Clinton. Isn't that weird? People were clicking on the screen, the touch screen, and you couldn't pick anything else but Hillary Clinton. Why? That's odd. And I even have fucking people on social media that are my friends that actually thoroughly ranted about that, and said that they asked the actual people that were there supervising the voting location, and told them about it, and they said, we'll look into it. And then come to find out that person actually had a friend that went hours later and complained about the same fucking thing, that you could only vote for Hillary at that location in Pennsylvania. Is that the voter fraud you're talking about? Since you guys are against Trump, that means that you're for Hillary, right? So, if that's the fucking fraud you're talking about, then yes, I am concerned. I'm very fucking concerned. Very. Unfortunately, the majority of all the people who actually are civilians that enjoy liberties and use their fucking minds, they supported Trump even if it was in secret. And even while she fucking cheated to try to win Pennsylvania, and she continued to press on for other things as well. Trump fucking won the majority and voiced his concerns to the people who really actually stand up for civil liberties and are the civilians, the innocent bystanders in this, that he fucking turned blue states red. First time in history, he turned multiple blue states red. If the entire fucking country hates Trump so much that Hillary couldn't even fucking cheat or silence people this time to actually get her way. Crazy Pisces moon chick. Like triple Scorpio. Pisces moon. Fucking nuts. Delusional, nuts, controlling. Yeah. Too bad the control thing doesn't work. She can't even control her own face anymore. But anyway, yeah, so, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go to the next. The Trump administration launching a massive deportation force and ordering immigration raids based on racial and ethnic profiling that could target schools, hospitals, and churches and send thousands of immigrants into overcrowded and swallowed detention centers. Okay. Woohoo! Hold on. I shared this actually not too long ago. Yep, there's in my history. Obama deported more than Trump. Oh, come on, Google. If you're gonna fucking stalk me down, you should have at least purpled, made it look like highlighted the one that I already clicked on so I don't have to do this again. God damn it. Well, okay, so Politico.com, Trump's deportations lag behind Obama's level. Yeah. Trump is deporting fewer immigrants than Obama, including criminals, which is exactly what he said. He said in the beginning that everybody got so pissed off about. He's like, Mexico is not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending those who are bringing drugs, bringing crime. They're rapists, but I'm sure that some are good people. That was the exact fucking words that he spoke. Unfortunately for his ass, he's an excited Sagittarius moon and he's a Gemini conjunct Uranus, and he fucking speaks before he thinks his thoughts out thoroughly, just as I do. And he said, but I'm sure some are good people, which was absolutely perfect for all the leftist fucking news organizations to cut that at the fucking end and make him sound like he's racist. Welcome to the real fucking reality here. That's also why he didn't feel it necessary to fucking acknowledge and basically denounce his support from neo-Nazis, because he is not racist. He got so much shit, and he actually lost contracted partners through his actual, the construction for the Trump Tower in the 80s in fucking New York. Because he hired an apprentice lady who's in business management to be the actual project manager for the construction of the Trump Tower in the 80s. A black lady.
Oh, wow.
She had a vagina and she was black. Love how the ACLU doesn't point shit like that out. Despite the fact that she's gone, tried to go multiple different avenues to different publishings to actually support and tell people what Trump did for her. Yep. First person of that kind of nature being the manager of a construction for some sort of building like that too. In the 80s in New York. Yeah. The white dude that's racist, that's threatening civil liberties and stuff, yeah. So while the ACLU was sitting there, promoting the Nazis, basically gaslighting all the Jewish survivors in Chicago, Trump was hiring a black lady to fucking make his best, most impressive, landmark creation that he has today. That all these people fucking stand out in front of all the time and call him racist for. Isn't that fucking hilarious? Do you guys realize how funny that is? That's just so fucking funny. Yeah. New data from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, February 1st to June 30th. officials removed 84,473 people, a rate of roughly 16,900 people per month. If deportations continue at the same clip until the fiscal year ends in on September 30th, federal immigration officials will have removed fewer people than they did during the slowest years of Barack's presidency. The slowest years. In the fiscal year 2016, ICE removed 255 people from the country, a rate of more than 200,000 people per month. In fiscal year 2012, the peak year for deportations under Obama, the agency removed an average of roughly 34,000 people per month. The lower rate of deportations doesn't mean Trump has embraced a hands-off approach to immigration enforcement, but it means that the deportations are lagging behind arrest rates and removal orders, which by all accounts is sourced since Trump took office. Because Trump has sat there and said he wants to look at, unless they have an actual, confirmed rap sheet of criminal activity, that he is going to look at every single illegal immigration, account or arrest on a case-by-case basis to decide if they should have some sort of litigation or help to then go and file and be documented and become an American citizen. Yeah, that's why it's fucking slow. Because he's taking everybody's fucking, word at face value and thinking that if they have no record of actually trying to cause harm or maliciousness towards other people or the community, that maybe they deserve to be a part of it. Weird. None of you fucking talk shit about Obama because he's black. Because you're secretly all fucking racist. And you didn't want to fucking say anything. Because then that would definitely, counteract your overly projective, self-righteous fucking civil liberty bullshit that you talk about. I'd like to point out, too, I do have some colored people of all kinds on my friends list. The majority of that fucking 29 people that like the ACLU are white. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out.
Look how virtue signaling. Look how awesome and great I am. Look at how virtuous I am. Good guy, bad bullshit.
The Trump administration launching a massive deportation force and ordering immigration raids based on racial and ethnic profiling that could target... I should just be an asshole. I mean, I know they're not going to take my thing seriously. I should just write on it. Soon after being sworn in, Trump signed an order great broadening of the universe of people who could be targeted as deportation. Next 100 days, immigration arrests rose by nearly 38%. However, an arrest doesn't always translate to speedy deportation. Right. And several factors have suppressed the removal rate. Wow. The case backlog grew exponentially during the Obama administration, partly the result of Central America seeking asylum in the U.S. But the pileup has worsened under Trump and expanded to 100,000 cases so far. Yes, because he's fucking looking at them on an individual case basis, as I said. Wow. So they turned this whole fucking story into bitching about how he's being ineffective by actually removing the people he arrested. You guys are never happy, are you? Wow. 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 So do you want them removed or not? Because technically they're still here. So your fucking argument is invalid, by the way. Ooh. Trump... I don't even know. I don't even want to check anything. The anti-choice majority in Congress moving to defund abortion providers across defund abortion providers. Yeah, I'm not against abortion, but if you're a dumb bitch and you opened your legs, you should cut the cost in half with the other idiot that put shit in between it. Yeah, that's what happened to me. I was a dumbass, thought I couldn't get pregnant because my doctor fucking told me I couldn't, and I ended up getting pregnant. And the second I found out about it, I said, so we need to find out how much it is, and we're going to fucking cut it down the middle. Or you're going to cut it down the middle with me for the rest of my fucking life. And I will make your life hell in the process, too, because I don't want to fucking do this because I'm not prepared for this. And he said, okay. And I told him exactly what the number was, and I expected him to give it to me, and he handed me the money. And then even as I tried to actually go pay the actual Planned Parenthood place I had to go to in Tacoma, I asked them, where's the, the billing. They said that Washington State actually doesn't allow you to pay for your own abortions. That the state had to. So I donated that money to the Planned Parenthood, at least. Because that was my responsibility to fucking pay for the stupid shit I did by opening my legs up. Just like every single fucking skank and bitch should pay for her own. So, I'm not fucking concerned at all. In fact, you open your legs, pay for it yourself. I sure just fucking did put that on there. I don't give a fuck. Donald Trump abusing power and undermining the rule of law in ways that have lasting negative impact on our democracy. What is that about? What? I'm getting so fucking exhausted with this. Wow, okay. Not concerned at all. I'm just gonna put not concerned at all on everything. I'm over this. Strategies for defending your freedom. Using lawsuits and other forms of legal action to challenge the constitutional government actions. Parents. I guess that's important, whatever. Fuck it. Use our fast-growing base of activists and supporters to mobilize people to speak out on issues. I don't think that's important at all, because again, I don't want the ACLU fucking speaking for me. I can speak for myself. My mouth runs just fine. In fact, people try to get me shut up all the time. Good luck. I even have asthma, and that's still not slowing me down. Use the ACLU on the ground's presence in all 50 states to block efforts, state legislation to pass extreme measures undermining reproductive rights. Not important at all. Using media outreach to public education to amplify and create public outcry. Not important at all. To help the ACLU confront those seeking to undermine the Constitution and sweep away our fundamental freedoms, will you send your contribution today? Absolutely fucking not. I love how that's the last question on the survey. Oh, no, wait. And then it says, yes, with President Trump in the White House and the extremists pushing their anti-liberties agenda across the country, I want to help the ACLU protect our fundamental freedoms. Enclosed is my ACLU membership contribution of
Absolutely nothing.
fucking zero. Fucking zero. Miss Bubba, please give your amount or more to help us fight back and defend people's rights. I'm enclosing a check payable to the ACLU. Yeah, do you want check fraud? That's funny. Or your credit card number. Write it out on this piece of paper. Wow. Alright, what's the fine print? A copy of the latest financial report and registration filed by the American Civil Liberties Union may be obtained by contacting the Civil Liberties Union at 125 Broad Street, 18th floor, New York, New York, or 1-888-567-ACLU in Florida. Copy of the official registration of financial information may be obtained for the Division of Consumer Services by calling toll-free within the state, 1-800-HELP-FLA registration. Does not imply the endorsement, approval, or recommendation by the state. In Maryland, documents and information submitted under Maryland's Solicitation Act are also available. For the cost and postage and copies from the Secretary of State, State House in Annapolis, Maryland. In Mississippi, the official registration of financial information in the American Civil Liberties Union may be obtained by the Mississippi Secretary of State's office by calling 1-888-236-6167. Registration by the Secretary of State does not imply endorsement. In New Jersey, information... Ooh, this is in caps. Information filed with the Attorney General concerning the charitable solicitation and the perception of the contributions received by the charity during the last reporting period that were dedicated to the charitable purpose may be obtained from the Attorney General of the State of New Jersey by calling 973-504-6215 and is available on the internet at www.njconsumerafairs.gov/charity/charity-district.htm. Registration with the Attorney General does not imply endorsement. In New York, a copy of the latest annual report may be obtained from the organization from the Office of the Attorney General, Department of Law, Charities Bureau, 120 Broadway, New York, New York. In North Carolina, financial information about this organization and copy of its license are available in the United States Solicitation License Branch at 1-888-830-4989. The license is not an endorsement by the state. In Pennsylvania, the official registration of financial information of the American Civil Liberties Union may not be obtained from the Pennsylvania Department of State by calling toll-free within Pennsylvania, 1-800-732-0999. Registration does not imply endorsement. In Virginia, financial statements are available at the Virginia State Division of Consumer Affairs, Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, P.O. Box 1163, Richmond, Virginia. In Washington, information relating to the financial affairs of the American Civil Liberties Union is available at the Charities Division office at the Secretary of State in the state of Washington, Olympia, Washington. And the toll-free number for Washington residents is 1-800-332-4483. In West Virginia residents may obtain the summary of the registration of financial documents from the Secretary of State and State Capital, Charleston, West Virginia. Registration does not imply endorsement. Contributions of ACLU are not tax deductible for charity purposes. Wow. Are not tax deductible. I thought all charities are tax deductible. They are. That would insinuate that this is not a charity cause. Interesting.
I'm curious why it isn't tax deductible though. I mean, it's something you donated to a thing.
Because it's the same thing with like the alt-right making a fucking organization and saying they want you to donate so they can basically mass produce newsletters and send them everywhere. That's not an organization. It's a personal agenda, just like that they're accusing Trump and everybody in the initial, description of this. I get to keep this one. I almost don't even want to return it, but I mean, hey, I can pretend to be, a poor Scrooging bitch because they paid for the postage. I bet you hey, people that are a part of the ACLU, I bet you that your donations paid for my postage to send this back to them to be an asshole. Thank you for your donation to send out my paper, so I didn't actually have to get a stamp and do it myself. Much appreciated. Even if I decided to go be my self-righteous fucking self and go and get a different envelope and put the actual address on and then put my own stamp on there, they probably wouldn't open it as fast if they didn't recognize that this is the one with the survey. That's just me projecting because I never open my mail. There's that. Right, boo? We're horrible.
Yep.
I love, too, that it actually, I'm not going to show it, but it has, like, my actual fucking name, first and last name, my address, and this fucking paper asks for my credit card information or my bank routing information. Like, if people knew, like, seeing this fucking envelope here, what this is, they could actually commit a lot of, finance fraud and bank fraud with this. Yep.
You all need to be more discreet in your delivery.
My licking of the envelope is the only fucking contribution the ACLU can get from me. Besides my lovely commentary on the fucking questions therein. At least I get to take the initiative and go find a fucking drop-off box because I don't actually have one of those. I don't know if Washington State just doesn't have that kind of thing. But I actually physically have to leave my residence to go drop off mail. And I'm not one of those people that calls the United States Postal Service and has the fucking little mail guy come by and pick it up. Because I know you can do that. And that's for fucking people that are sending out multiple fucking packages because they're doing a home business. Which I do that, send things out. But I still fucking take my fat ass, and it is fat, definitely. And I try to, getting out of the house and going and taking it to the post office myself is hopefully trying to alleviate some of that. To go and take it myself, because if I want to actually make money off of something like that, work for it. Right. I'm leaving. I exhausted myself. But I'm glad I exhausted myself and fucking arguing with idiots. And speaking of idiots, 39 fucking updates on Facebook since I started this vlog. I always piss people off on Mars Day, and this is why I'm doing this vlog. Because I would rather make something constructive that people can watch. And, yeah. I always try to make it educational, but Jesus. Ooh. I'm too tired to even acknowledge this. Wow. Wow! That fucking person... that the facts are right. Your facts are not right, the contestant, Jeremy Logan. Him and his friends, that Joseph Keeping person, is still fucking going off. 27 minutes ago, they're still commenting. How long ago did I fucking do that? Well, I could just do the math, kind of. I already talked for an hour, and it's at 52 minutes right now. But I'm dyslexic, and I hate math, and yeah. And I'm sure everybody and their fucking mom literally is downstairs watching Netflix so my Facebook won't load. Yep. And I fantasize about fucking just going onto the parental block, since I'm the only person that's computer literate in this house, and fucking just blocking all the smart TVs from watching Netflix all the time. But that would be a violation of people's fucking liberties in this house, and that would be fucking wrong. So I'm just gonna fantasize about it some more and go be a bitch and take a nap or something. Goodbye, boo.
Bye.